What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Miss Sound Little Cool. I'm coming to you live, straight out of NYC on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I happened to see a video about Hassan Campbell admitting that he participated in orgies under Afrika Bambaataa, meaning that this young man was involved with orgies at the hands of Afrika Bambaataa when he was a kid. And afterwards, another video was recommended for me to watch, 10 Toes Down, talking about how he admitted to having orgies. I want to give a shout out to not only 10 Toes Down, aka Shaft, or Shaft, aka 10 Toes Down, but I also want to give a shout out to DamnDeePOV. He's an upcoming YouTuber, and they both did a really great job exposing him. Now, I listened to the commentary from DamnDeePOV, and according to the audio that Hassan Campbell spoke on when he was interviewed by Orgies, he said that when he was a kid, Afrika Bambaataa orchestrated orgy sessions between him, Tafiq's little brother, and another cat's little brother. I think he did, if I remember, I think the name of him was Alibaba, but he didn't want to say the name. And he also mentioned how in the sessions, when it was going on, Bambaataa was right there. Now, in the audio, he didn't say that Bambaataa was a participant. He made it seem like Bambaataa was watching all this going on. Now, initially, when you first hear it, you think like he's an adult or he's like a late teenager, but he's saying that he's a kid. But he says that he didn't know any better because he was broken in by his brother. 10 Toes Down basically saying that when he heard about him admitting to orgies, it just grossed him out because it was like, yo, this is some kind of, in my opinion, this is just some type of, like, you know, to him, like, really, I want to be PC when I say, I don't want to be PC, but I want to be correct when I say this because this is really serious. He was saying, like, this is really gay. Now, we gotta really be careful when it comes to Hassan Campbell because Hassan, a lot of times, he can't be trusted. Most of the time, he can't be trusted. I am not saying that Hassan Campbell didn't have these orgies when he was a kid. To a point, I believe it, but this is the thing. Victims do not freely talk about stuff like that. They are very traumatized. Case in point, if you know about Busy Bone from Bone Buzz and Harmony, he can't even wear costumes. He doesn't like putting on face paint. He doesn't like anything that will not make him look like a man, masculine. Nor does he talk about the traumatic experiences. And when he talks about it, he starts shaking, he starts crying. If you ever notice, Hassan Campbell, he never cries. And he never is really shaken about the sexual trauma he faced as a teen under Bambaataa. He talks about it as if it's a reminiscent moment and he's romanticizing it. And it's a pathology. It's like he misses what the experiences that he had under him, Afrika Bambaataa, and sometimes even the people that he participated with. Who would tell the world that he had orgies with other young boys when he was a kid? I don't care if he was 17, 15, 14, 29, 27, 25, 21. My thing is, you don't share something like that online unless you're going into a court of law and you're getting a deposition and you post that deposition online. Because if you're saying that this happened to you as a child, you were a child. You don't talk about something like that matter of factly. Even though he was being interviewed by Orgies, he wasn't shaken up. Now, Tafiq does not like this dude. But Tafiq, he's a shady character also because He said that years ago. This is why I say I remember hearing about Tafiq's name, because I remember him saying that Tafiq was a recruiter. I remember this in the early days of when Hassan Campbell was making videos. He said that Tafiq was a recruiter, but he was also the muscle for Bambaataa. And that they used to go places together, and they also used to eat at each other's houses. And Tafiq said that was a lie. He knew him, he was cool with him, but then he stopped hanging out with him. I'm going to tell you what my analysis of this whole thing is. You never ever really hear him talk about the brother in a way where he's really shaken or traumatized. You also never really hear Hassan Campbell mention whatever happened to his brother. But if you know about his sister, Medina Porter, there were photos that he took with his sister at an event, and it mentions his brother. The whole family was there. My question is, was that the brother that molested him? Or was this a brother from his father's side? Or was this a brother that he was claiming was a brother? Because you know how like you claim people are your siblings. Like let's say somebody takes somebody in. Was it a blood situation, brother? Or was it somebody who was calling a brother? Because he never breaks down what happened to this brother that broke him in sexually. And nobody talks about that freely without being like startled and traumatized. But he talks about like, yo, you know, I was already broken in by my brother. You know, he got me as a kid. And then, you know, like later on when I met Obama and he started molesting me, you know, I was already broken in. I was pretty much used to it. But how do you go from being spied upon, having somebody perform oral sex on you as a child, to being in orgies? And he hasn't ever said one thing, which is, I refuse to do it. And Bambaataa said if I didn't do it, he would take away privileges. He would let me come to the house, or he would threaten me and my family. Because orgies is a very extreme form of sex. That's group sex, and you have to know what to do. And usually when you're talking about orgies, you're talking about penetration that's involved. And this is why I believe when he told Orgie Diamonds that he was a kid, he was little, he wouldn't say what age he was. He gave the information, but he wouldn't say how old he was, which is why I tend to believe at that time he was much older, that he was a young adult. And I do believe that he talks about it in a way of reminiscence. This is why I say you can't trust Hassan Campbell. He's a shady character, and he's dangerous in a way. He's dangerous. He has a pathology. The dude needs counseling. But the reality is that the dude misses Bambaataa. He misses the times that he shared with this man. And I'm speaking about it in a serious way. I'm not being facetious. And I'm speaking about it on a real basis. And it was really, we got to keep it real. It was really 10 toes down that exposed him and was really, you could say, I don't want to say because I don't want to say it like that, but was really putting all the dots together before Kwame Brown even had that convo with him. And I started putting everything together. I'm like, wait a minute. Before, he was coming out really sympathetic as a victim. You know, he was as an advocate. But then he's now want to talk about rocking sock boxes and stuff. And this is not the behavior of somebody who has been molested. This is not indicative of that. And I just want to wrap it up and say, listen, at this point, I think most people who watch Hassan Campbell's videos, they watch it for entertainment. I don't think we're watching. I don't even watch it. I left this. I left a long time ago after I saw a lot of weird stuff displayed. And when he said to Bambaataa, when he invited him to perform fellatio when he was drunk, and that live that is still up, and when he stuck his behind out, when he bent over, if y'all saw that, when he was wearing the Bulls outfit, I said, this is not victim behavior. He wants him, or he wants to still be in that atmosphere of male on male sex. I would never deny that this thing happened to him, because to a point, yes, I do believe that Bambaataa molested him. But I believe that he got comfortable into it, and that he started to be involved freely because he believed that he could get something out of it. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of people like that do stuff like this. It could be for money. It could be for fame. It could be for drugs. It could be for food, clothes, whatever. And there's other YouTubers that admit this also. You might have heard of Jacob Kahiner. He was in a relationship when he was older because he actually was with a man because he would buy him clothes. Jacob Kahiner is now Jessica. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm keeping it 100. So I'm wrapping this up. Please share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Take care.